Okay, so this is my Milestone 5. It's Milestone 5, I think. Yes, Milestone 5 video for our final situation. Sorry. Okay, so I went with the programming part this time, so the AI characters, and I had quite a bit of fun with this, so this was good. I didn't do anything too crazy from what we did in class, but I got some enemies in here. I have a ranged enemy and a melee enemy. So I think I'm just gonna play through what I have at first. Disclaimer: my project is like not designed. I wanna like I had fun with these characters, so I want to make it into like actually a game with an actual level or whatever. But right now I just have the generic default stuff because just didn't have time. Other classes have been killing me, but yeah. So that's a quick disclaimer. So I have my girly here with her lightning, and you can see there are two enemies. So down there, he can already see me. Down there is my. Let's wait for him to go back. That is my alien melee character. And over there is my gunner projectile guy. So, in terms of the projectile guy, if I jump down here, he'll start shooting at me. He doesn't move, he's just stationary, kind of like a turret kind of guy. And as you can see, I'm just going to try to avoid the alien guy for now. It doesn't really look like he's pointing at me, because the gun's not aligned perfectly, but you can see my health bar going down because he's hitting me. If I aim and shoot, I can kill him in one hit. I didn't have a health bar on him. I just kill him in one hit. So yeah, basically all that he does is he faces me. He turns and faces me all the time, and then when he sees me, he starts shooting. And he can deal damage to me. As you can see, my health bar is pretty low because he kind of got destroyed there with the bullets. But I'm gonna try to get my alien guy, show him off now. He's actually pretty scary when you get down on the level with him. Actually, I think I'm just gonna restart and show his. So basically, what he does is he patrols. He has 3 patrol points that he goes between. And when he turns this way, he can see me. So I'm actually gonna go down here. I'm gonna kill this guy. You can see he just punched and hit me. So basically, okay, so when he sees me, he chases me. And when he gets close, he does that big swing attack. And if that hits me, which if I get a lot of damage, as you can see. FYI, I can press the F key. I'm gonna let him swing and then miss. And then if I press the F key, oh shoot. Oh my god. If I press the S key, you see he gets damaged. But right now he's just going back to his patrol. And what happens... Let's see. Sorry, I'm just trying to see where he's going. Right, so... basically he goes on his patrol path. When he sees me, he starts chasing me. But then when he loses sight of me, if I can manage to get that to happen... He's kind of fast. What he does is he looks around at 3 random points around there, like he's looking for me. So he goes to the last location that he saw me at, and then he looks around at 3 random points. I can't lose him. He looks around at 3 random points if we can spy on him a little bit. And he waits, and he looks, and he waits, and he looks. And then when he's done, he goes back to his patrol path. So hopefully you were able to see that. He's kind of smart. Or at least he has pretty good sight and can see me pretty well. But yeah, I'm going to try killing him all the way. So I just got to hit him a couple more times. And there we go. And so now he's dead and he doesn't do anything and he's just on the floor. So, not the cleanest demo, but it'll do. In terms of what I have my folder called AI enemies, and I have my melee enemy and my ranged enemy. So, melee enemy, I went ahead and brought in a character from Mixagamo and set up the animation. So I brought in the skeleton and the animations that I wanted down here. and made a couple montages for the attack and death and such. I created my own little animation blueprint that just has the blend space between idle, walk, and chase, depending on, whatever speed he's going. And then for the actual enemy logic, we have the blueprint tree, which I used what we did in class, and I also found this pretty cool video on YouTube. It was from like Ryan Laley or something like that. Ryan something. Anyway, he has some great videos on AI. So I use those to help me out as well. But basically, the AI has two main branches. There's if he can see the player and if he cannot see the player. So, sorry, I'm just going to check that I'm still recording. Yes, okay. So, if he can see the player, then he changes the task. I'm using this enumerator called chase status. Status? Why did I say it like that? Chase status. You change it to chasing, you find the player location, then you're chasing the player, and then if the player is in the range, you go ahead and attack. And you also change the speed to be 400. And then over here, if you can't see the player, it's one of two options. Either you just haven't seen him at all and you're just doing the patrol path, which you find the point, you move to the point, and then you wait. And then you have to increment the path index, so basically you go until the end of the path, and then you loop back around to the beginning. And I just have this path point actor with right here just in the scene with patrol point 0, 1, 2, and you could add as many as you want. And here's the array in the bottom. I just use vectors instead of those like point things we did in class, but they're just vectors. And right, so that's patrolling. Or this other part of the not can see player is what he does right after he lost you. So you're chasing, and he just lost you. So he's still in the chasing status. He can't see the player, but he's still in chasing status. So he goes down, he moves to target location, which is the location he last saw you, and then he loops this 3 times, where he's choosing a random location that is within this range, that around right where he last saw you, and he chooses 3 locations from around there and moves to them kind of while he's still looking for you. So that was a fun little thing that the YouTube video walked me through. And it uses that like navigable, I forgot what it was called, nav mesh, which I think is if you press P, I don't know, you can press, there we go. Press P and you can see the navigable mesh, so that's all the places he can go. And obviously it's not perfect, like I would go back and make sure he could go on all the stairs and everything. But anyway, so, right, I think that just about covers the logic of the behavior tree and the blackboard. I definitely understand this a lot better now after just walking through it again, so I'm happy about that. I have services and tasks in here. And then for my ranged enemy, he's a lot simpler in terms of the behavior tree. It's basically just at all times you are focusing on the player, which is just making sure you find the player, and then you're setting the focus, which makes him face you. And then if you can see the player, then you shoot him. And then the shoot is just you call this custom method start shooting in the gunner enemy class. Let's see, where is that? Yes, start shooting. Start shooting is actually an interface. It goes through an interface, but anyways, this guy, the gunner enemy class settings, it implements. Oh no, I'm lying. That's not true. The interface thing is for something else. That's for my melee attack. But anyways, this is not an interface. It just casts to a gunner enemy, and then you do the start shooting event, where you set the animation to be shooting, so it can change to the shooting animation, and then you play the animation. And then in the event tick, if you are shooting, you do this line trace forward from your location, and then if you hit the player, you apply damage. So pretty simple. What else? I guess each of the AI also has, their pawn, where you just run the behavior tree. And obviously the characters are controlled by those pawns. I'm trying to think what else. I think that just about covers it. I guess for the melee enemy, the only other interesting, I mean, for both of them, I guess they have to take damage, right? So when I apply damage, I use the apply damage function from the player when I hit them. And when you receive the damage, for the melee guy, you play the like hit animation, you subtract from the health. If it's less than 0, then you play the death animation and you detach him from the controller. Or for the gunner guy, I just kill him immediately because he only hits. I just did a 1-hit kill just to be simpler about it. So I think that covers it for my enemies. Yeah, I definitely feel like I understand the enemy stuff a lot more now, so I'm excited to keep working on it. And like I said, I want to do more with this project and like actually make it look cool, because I don't know, I feel like that alien guy is scary, and I like him. I like want to kind of have a game with him in it. But anyways, yeah, I think that is it for Milestone 5. I will shut up now.